My dear friends, today I am going to teach about features and configurations in Tally. Now let us first see about features. Features button is F11 that will appear on right hand side of gateway of Tally. There are three options in this features. One is accounting features. Let us see what are the features and accounting features. Here first one is integrate accounts and inventory. Say yes if you are maintaining stock value as per your records. This option to be keep yes. If you don't want to closing stock value as per your tally reports, then keep this option no. Then second thing is income expenses statement instead of PL account. This is particularly used for non-trading companies. A trading company must have a profit and loss account, whereas in service sector, income and expense statement instead of PL account. Say yes for service sectors. If you are a trading company, keep no. Then multi-currency. Multi-currency, say there are so many currencies like dollars, euros, pounds, Britain pounds, etc. Next, outstanding management. Maintain bill wise. This is in trading company, even the service sector also. So when the customers pay amount bill to bill, so that we can track to maintain bill wise details. Next option is activate interest calculation. This is particularly for finance companies, that is for Marwadis, suitable for Marwadis. Then payroll. Payroll is say just like basic salary, PF, ESI, whatever it is. To enable payroll, keep yes here, and here cost center, maintain cost center is particularly for cost accounting for construction companies example. And for construction company you have to maintain cost, raw material, purchase, labor, whatever it is, each site wise, so that you can use this cost center for your construction company. And also manufacturing companies, these are all not necessary. Allow invoicing. Say yes if you want to print invoice format, use this option yes. This also yes. Use debit credit notes. When stock returns, you have to use this debit note credit note. Then maintain budget controls. This also you can say put yes, particularly for charities, trust companies, they have to maintain budget for each expenses. So use this option if you want to maintain budget control. Yes, elevate this. Check printing. If you want to print a check, say yes this option. Then configuration yes. Here select the bank. Say there is no bank. You can select and put the measurements of height and length of your check. Allow zero value entries. This is particularly gift items. When you give free items for your sales promotion, you can use this entry. You can say yes so that it will save. Then maintain multiple mailing address. This allows you can set yes for email address and all. Then further enable company logo. If you want to print logo on invoices, say yes to this option. Location of logo. So if you have a logo and say example logo.bpm logo.jpg in C colon, here enter C colon. That means simply location where the file was saved. That is the thing. This okay. Next we go for inventory features. Inventory features integrated. This also this say yes for trading companies. Allow zero. Say yes. Multiple godowns. You want to maintain each godown wise. Say yes. This is batch. If you want to maintain batch wise, say press yes here. This for a particularly expiry date. That is for medicals. Medicine medical shops can maintain this batch and allow process ordering. This particularly for purchase order and sale order. Say yes. Once you enable this, you can raise purchase voucher or sales voucher. Then it will link with your invoices. Allow job order. For a job work purpose, you can say yes here. Then allow invoices. Yes. This also yes. Debit note, credit note. You can say yes. Track for cost of purchase. If required, put yes. Use multiple price levels. You can say yes. This is particularly for say a product. You can create a number of types A, B, C, D. For type A for wholesale, type B is for retail, and type C for customer. Like that, you can create multiple levels in this. So you can yes this if required. Further features use tracking delivery receipt notes. This also you can keep yes if you are maintaining this processing purchase sale order processing. Material in out. This is for job work. Use contracts for stock item. Use stock cost tracking for stock items. This also you can make yes. Then go for statutory F3. Statutory enable excise. If your company is having excise duty, say yes for this option. Set alter excise details. This also you can make it yes. Then allowing these are all excise related, and this is VAT. If you are having the VAT, say yes. Set alter VAT details. This also make yes. Enable service tax. If your company is having service tax, say yes. And Enable tax deduction at source. If you are having a TDS, you are deducting any TDS, you can make it yes. This is particularly for who or want to maintain a proper way. You can say yes. Otherwise, simply pass journal entries. You don't want to require this. Next thing is enable tax collection at source (TCS). If you are collecting TDS, that means you are collecting rent and all, the service provider will deduct some amount and give the balance check to your company. So that this comes under TCS, tax collected at sources. Then enable fringe benefit tax. This is I don't have idea. Let it be. Enable statutory payroll. If you are using payroll, say just this option, MCA report. Say this also you can make it yes. Here enter your company TIN number so that this number will print on your sales invoice. And also interstate number. You have CST number. You can type here. And further PAN number. You can enter PAN number here. Thank you for your patience. Next video you are going to learn about configuration. Hi my dear YouTube visitors. Good morning to everyone. Now the lesson is I am going to teach in this video about configuration in Tally. Configuration button is appear on right hand side of gateway of Tally. Click here. Say first general and numeric, you don't want to touch anything. Leave it as it is. This also you don't want to change anything. Here accounting and inventory info. If you want to appear your ledger name with codes, say yes here. Here also make it yes. Follow advance entries in masters. Say example email address, then delivery address, PAN number details, tax details, everything. If you want to enter, please enable yes to this option. Allow advanced entries in masters. Then next one, use addresses for ledger accounts. Say delivery address like this, so many addresses. You can enable this yes, and you can feed 4 to 5 address for each ledger account. Then add notes for ledger accounts. You can add a notes, that means one line. Say example TDS, you can enter TDS receivable, TDS deducted for rent, like that. Or if you have one supplier ledger, you can enter the note on the this customer supplies so and so product, say XYZ product. Then allow advanced entries in masters. Inventory, this is in inventory, this is ledgers, this is for stock items. You can use so many options in stock item name. Example we will see. Say example F12 configuration. accounting info. Once you enable this, say go for this inventory info, stock items, alter. Say here these are so many details you can update, say costing method, everything. If you set no to this option, you can't do this exercise. Say example, then press no here. See like this, inventory info, stock items, alter. See there is no this stock closing stock valuation method and everything. So that is the difference between this yes or no advanced entries in masters for stock items. Then use part number in stock items. If you want to maintain part number for each stock, you can enable yes here. Use description for stock items. This is also one of the important while you are printing invoice, it is very useful for you. Say example, if you are selling say something Moto G mobile, stock item name is Moto G, then additional configuration and these features you cannot enter in one line, that is in stock item name itself. So that use this description for stock items, yes, yes this, and see the difference. Say example, I want to go to entry, say let it if you want a description, press here. Use description. Then here you can enter empty bottles without cap, say 100 liter, whatever it is, that is as per you wish. This description will appear here, and also you can print this description in invoice. Next, okay. Then remarks. Use remarks for stock item. This also you can make yes. Use alternative units for stock items. Alternative units means 1 dozen is equal to 12 numbers like that. Allow standard rate for stock items. You can use this option for standard rates while billing. Once you do this, yes, you can able to mention the standard rate without mistakes. Specify ledger allocation for invoice. For invoicing, this is also you can say yes, otherwise keep no. Allow component in details bill of material. This is very important for those who are maintaining raw materials and finished goods. This is for particularly manufacturing companies. This is very useful. Say press enable yes to this option. Use address for godowns. If you want to address for each godown, you can keep yes for this option. This is over. Now come to voucher entry. For accounting vouchers this is, and this is inventory vouchers. Skip date field in create mode faster entry. Once you make yes while you are entering the voucher, it will not ask the date. Then next thing is use single entry mode for payment and receipt. If you want to use single entry mode, you can say yes. Single entry means only two entries, that is cash withdrawal, payment. Say example, paid sum 10,000 to XYZ. That's all. So there is no TDS and there is no other related issues. Then use payment receipt as contra. Use payment receipt as contra. If you make yes, you don't want to enter cash withdrawal and cash deposit entries in contra entries. Directly you can use this payment and receipt. Use debit credit instead of to buy. This is very useful for commerce graduates. Commerce graduate is having a basic knowledge of debit and credit, so that you can use this instead of to buy during entry. Say you can say yes for this option. The next is check printing for contra. If you want to print the check, you can enable yes for this option. Warn on negative balances, cash balances. If you say yes, while you are entering the cash, say if you have 10,000 balance in cash, you are paying 15,000, so that it will show one notification that your balance is minus. Free allocated bills of bill receipt journal. Free allocated payment. These not required at present. We leave it. Allow cash accounts in journal. You can use cash account in journal. Particularly journal, you can't enter cash transaction. If you make yes for this option, you can enter cash account in journals. Say for example, cash difference and allow expenses, fixed assets and purchase voucher. If you want to allow purchases and fixed assets in purchase voucher, you can enable this option to yes. Allow income accounts in sales voucher. If you want to allow income accounts in sales voucher, you can say yes. Income means, say example, in cash voucher, additional handling charges like that. You can enter only to yes, this is yes, this option. So inventory details. This also you can say yes. So cost center employees, you can yes. Out table, show table of bill details section. Say yes, this is for manufacturing, not manufacturing. This is for bill wise details. Say yes, yes, yes. So ledger balance, current balance, yes. You better to keep yes for this option, because of while you entering the cash or bank account or whatever, the balance will appear as on date. So balance as on date. If you say yes, as on voucher date, what is the balance of a particular ledger, you can able to see. If you set no for this option, the entire total balance, net balance of this account will appear. The difference is, say example, when you say this is August month, when you enter in July entry, you can able to see the balance as on July. Or if you press no here while you are entering the entry in July, the balance will appear as on last date of voucher. Use reference number in stock journal. If you want to use reference number, you can say yes. Then compound units. These are all comes inventory vouchers only. You please note down. So compound unit means that is dozens and pieces, etc., etc. Then war negative balance. Yes. Honor dates use of batches. Even expired stock also you can be billed if you make yes to this option. So balance as on voucher date. Stock balance on a particular date you can able to see while entering the data. So godown wise details. If you want to see the details each godown wise you can set it yes. So batch wise details. If you want to maintain batches you can say yes for this option. Allow cost center allocation and payrolls. If you are maintaining payroll, you can pay yes. Say yes for this option. Statutory, that means taxes. Allow section of VAT tax during entries. Say yes for this option. Warn mismatching rates. This also you can yes. Activate E1, E2. These are VAT related issues. Allow alter TDS for lower detection. That means a TDS for a say for example a particular classification TDS rate will be 10%. Even though you can enter the lowest price if you say yes for this option. Allow alteration of TDS payment entry in expenses. Say you can yes if required. Allow alteration of TDS amount. If you want to override the amount you can say this yes. Use common table for helper. Common table for TDS helper. You can say yes once you set yes while you are entering the TDS journal automatically it will calculate. That is the thing. Okay, bye. And further this remaining things we'll discuss in next video. This already 15 minutes over. Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye. This is part 2 of configuration. See, in part 1 we have discussed about this journal numeric symbol accounting inventory and voucher entry. In this part 2 I am going to explain from here onwards. Say invoice and orders. Here accept supplementary details. Say put yes for company details, the party details, etc., etc. Allow separate buyer and consignee names. See, this is must for those who are sending goods to a particular party and deliver to some other area. You can say yes for this option. And this allow modification all entry during entry. If you want to change entries you can say press center yes here. Then use common ledger for stock items. Say example there are so many items. If you want to say yes for this option all items will come to one sales ledger like that. If you want to allocate some items to another sales ledger, this will be useful for yes. If you want to say Say here if you just know each and every item you have to specify the ledger. You can use different ledgers for each items, for all the items. Then use default for bill allocation. If you say yes, press yes for this option, no for this, yes for this option, your all items will goes to one sales ledger. Use additional discount description for item names. Already we have discussed in the previous video. Say example, if you enter one stock item name like mobile model name is the item, and configuration and configuration features and everything will enter in additional description. Similarly, the use additional description for ledger names. Say example, one supplier name, you can enter the description as is the supplier for so and so items. Consolidated stock items, this is let it be. Then show turnover achieved. If you press enter, you can able to see the turnover on a particular date of voucher. Specify export details, export shipping details. This is particularly in sales invoice. Then if you want the shipping details, press yes here, then enter the details of shipping. Then marks and container numbers. There is also, if you need, press yes, then enter the details. Specify number and packages. This also you can able to yes to specify the package numbers, say bundles, cages, like that. Then inventory, so compound units based on rate. These are put yes, yes, or negative balance. If we say yes, while entering a item, it is no stock, it will available negative balance. You will get a negative warning. Honor expiry date. If you want to enter sold expire date stock also, you can say yes here. Batch 0, this also like that. Complete account allocation order delivery notes. Say yes as per your requirement. Statutory. Calculate tax and current subtotal. If you press yes here, sales figure and tax will separately will visible on invoice number. Invoice, a particular invoice, you can able to see the subtotal of sales, then tax and extra details, subtotal. So that means each and every step you can able to see the values. Allow section of VAT tax during data entry. If you want to change the VAT class, you can say yes here. Then even you to also, if you required, you can do it. You can make it yes. Allow alteration of TCS lower rate. If you have TCS, you can say press yes and able to collect lower rate of tax TCS. Then payroll configuration. So statutory passport detail, these if you want to require all these details, say yes to all. Then banking configuration. So all configure unreconciled vouchers till date. Yes, actually this is not required. Then keep no. press no. Remove bank date and alter voucher date. This is, I think, it is not necessary. Leave it this. Then printing. General. This is particularly for voucher printing and invoice printing and ledger printing also. While printing reports, print date and report. If you say yes, in printing report, on which date you have taken the report, that will print on the voucher or ledger or whatever. Print date, time and voucher number. Voucher printing. This is time. First one is print date and time. This is print date time of voucher printing. When you are printing the voucher, the time will display on voucher. Print state and pin code with address. If you want to print these details in reports, ledger reports, you can say yes here. Stop printing vertical lines borders. This is for fast printing, particularly for dot matrix. You can say yes here, so that the lines will remove while printing the report. Standard space on top of pages. That means top margin. You can enter 1 inch or 0.25 inch, whatever it is. Setting quick format. Split long lines into multiple lines. Say example narration, etc. or ledger names, lengthy names. Split long amounts, it is not necessary. Say let it be no for these two options. Now purchase watch, purchase transaction. While printing purchase vouchers, you can set here what are the details required and what are the details not required. If you any of the details in this menu, you can say yes to print. If you don't want to print, you can say yes no for these options. Say if you want yes for this print narration, narration will print on purchase voucher like that. Here the height of the invoice, then width of invoice, that is you can change according to your requirement. Then receipt note. This is the receipt note configuration. This is here you can title, you can change this title name. Then height of the invoice receipt, you can say enter as 5 inches all or inches. You can change whatever you wish. Number of copies, if you want to print 2 3 copies, you can enter 2 or 3 like that. Simple format, say yes or no. Then print voucher reference. If you want to print voucher reference, you can say yes here. Print order details. This also you can able to yes. Print company taxation number, supplier number. This also you can enable to print. Then part name, you can able to print part name, quantity, rate, then batch. Subtotal for each line. If you want it, you can say yes like that. Then purchase order. Purchase note, this is receipt note means when the goods received against purchase order. So receipt note, this is particularly for stock, those who are maintaining stock. So those who are not having dealing with stocks, that is inventory, it is not required. Then purchase order. See the purchase order, you can change the height, width, and the margins, etc. Then also you can enable yes or no for the following options. It's okay. Then quit. Now payment voucher. This is a payment voucher configuration. You can set the height of the payment voucher, then width of the payment voucher. Then this is the margin, top, left. Then payment mode of top, payment mode on top, voucher. You can say yes. Print bill wise details. You can say yes. Print inventory details. If you want to print inventory details, you can say yes here. Print bank reconciliation date. Once you reconcile the bank account, there you have mentioned a date. The date will appear here. Print cost center employees. If you are using this cost center and employee details, you can say press yes here. Then narration, say yes, yes. Then sales transaction. For sale invoice. For sale invoice, you can configure, say document title. You can change the document title instead of invoice. Then height, mention the height. Then width. Then margins. Print simple format. Please press no for this. Then if you want to watch a reference, say yes here. Order details, yes. Terms, if you want to enter any terms on delivery, press yes here. Print details of dispatch. If you want to more details about dispatch, you can enter this field. TCS details required, yes. Print item taxable values. If you want to print taxable values, say yes here. Print tax analysis of stock items. That means in voucher 4%, 5% like that. You can say yes here. VAT and CST analysis. If you want to print these details, you can say yes here. Print company name. This must be yes, yes. Then serial number. That is yes. Part number. If you are using part in sales invoice, you can say yes here. Print quantity column. If you want the columns for quantity and rate, etc., you can say yes, press yes here. Alternative quantity details you want, you can yes here. Then rate quantity, you want rate quantity, you can say yes here. Print VAT CST percentage column. If you want to print a percentage of VAT or CST, you can say yes here. Print date and time. If you want to print date and time, you can say yes here. Batch details. If you want to print batch details, you can say yes here. Rate of duty. Say if your company is excise under excise duty, say yes here. Print subtotal for each line. Say yes here. Yes, yes. This also yes. That's it. Now POS. You can change the title as POS whatever you wish. Here method of stock item name, say the stock name only. Then here if you enter this, name and description will available, and here name and alias, that means product name and product code, like that. Here name and part number, so party number or stock item name plus part number, like that. According to your choices you can select. Then print item names in one line, you can say yes here. Yes, yes, yes. See, if whatever the options you required, you can say yes, otherwise press no here. That's it. Then delivery note. Delivery note. This is against sales order. You are dispatching goods through delivery note. For this delivery note, you can configure whatever you want. You want a logo, press here to press print logo. Then height, width, you can change this. You can say yes, whatever you want, yes, and whatever you not required, press no. That's it. Then sale order quotation. Say these are sale order. You can change the title. Then if you want to use logo, specify yes here. Then with that's it. So here there are so many options. Whatever the option you want, press yes. Otherwise, let it be no. That's it. And further review will continue in next part.